our labor really that efficient? Can we make optimizations there? It's so important that you measure every single thing.
And with automation, it helps you reduce hiring, and it also helps you make them more savvy about the products. I was reading a case study about a very well-known brand, right, with tech products that actually in the case study, it was mentioning that, the questions from the customers who were tech savvy, maybe it wasn't easy for a customer support that just joined the company to answer. So they had to go back to the team and stuff. So by building macros and by building automations, right, they were able to resolve those tickets like lightning fast, right? And provide the right answers to the customers, right?
It's so true. I mean, and those macros now that and what's interesting too is that not only is there this whole library of macros that are available to those agents, but they don't have to go tab shuffling or copying and pasting. They're hyper accurate because it's fully natively integrated into not only your platform, but all those third-party apps that I said. So it's kind of it's plug and play in a lot of ways. Then these agents, we're saving them a ton of time. Yeah, it's crazy. We released a report in January of this year. One of our partners, GoTo, it's a third party. They actually were using both Zendesk and Gorgias. They are a third party outsourcing. They outsource, your customer support sort of labor part of your business to a third party. And a lot of companies do this, and it's for good reason actually, because what we actually see internally. Those merchants that have outsourced their labor, like their actual customer support labor, the people behind the screen answering the questions, when they outsource it, it improves the CSAT score. Like it's better for the business to actually outsource because these are professionals, of course, right? Anyway, so GoTo released this report, right? They studied 800,000 tickets side by side. Gorgias tickets, or Gorgias agents, I should say. Though I shouldn't say Gorgias agents. Those agents that were using Gorgias. And those agents that were using Zendesk, so they measured those tickets side by side, 800,000 tickets, and what they determined conclusively is that Gorgias agents were 30% more efficient with their time than Zendesk users. So what does that actually mean for the merchant? That means that if you choose a legacy help desk platform, it's effectively like saying, I'm willing to spend 30% more on labor for a tool that isn't really built for me. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And you just mentioned the CSAT score, right? It's very interesting how you can measure customer satisfaction. And maybe we can go a little bit deeper on that. Like how important, and you mentioned this before, but how important it's speed, right? On that customer satisfaction, right? And that's kind of the leading indicator that you're increasing your CSAT score, right?
Mm-hmm. It always is. It's always speed. Like I said, it's not about surprise and delight. It's about speed.
Being there.
It's the speed of resolution. It's the speed of resolution. It's always the speed of resolution. And what's interesting is that there are so many questions that we can actually just deflect and give an answer right away. You don't ever need to talk to an agent. Where's my order is a great example of that. I mean, you and I, Diego, who shopped online. And a lot, and like a ton, we shop online all the time. I mean, and those in the audience are the same. And we know how important it is to get a speedy resolution. And there are some questions that you just want an answer right away. You don't even need to speak to anyone. You just want to self-serve. Where is my order? Or, what's your return policy? Or where do you ship? Questions that are so repetitive and don't require any human intervention, like the expectation is that I could just get that answer right away.
Yeah. Most questions are the same through like every industry, every vertical, right?
Exactly.
I always think that, I always say that how important speed is, right? And reduce friction, that you're not just competing with your direct competitors. Like you're competing with a phone call from the shopper's mom. You know what I mean? You're about to buy, so if you're not up to speed, you're going to lose them for whatever, live, social media, a phone call, work, whatever. So it's very interesting how you manage the speed, how you can automate, right, those ticket resolutions.